Welcome to the Colin Chubbs coverage of the Championship encounter between Huddersfield Town and Luton Town as it's fourth against fifth in the Championship table this evening. Huddersfield will look to try and get back into third with a victory as they take on a Luton side looking to try and get above visitors, above the hosts this evening, should I say, in the table, and move level on points with Nottingham Forest. Move a point clear of Nottingham Forest to move 2 points clear of Nottingham Forest for a win as we get ready for action. Should be a good game for both sides as we seen both teams make a number of changes this evening. But Huddersfield Town, they make 4 changes in their last game for this clash with Luton Town this evening, with Pippa, Ogg, Sinani and Ward coming into the side. They come in for Turton, Holmes, Cromer and Rhodes, who are all benched this evening. As for Luton Town, they make 3 changes. Bradley, Cornick and Lasbury coming in for Kyoso, Newton and Jerome. Both Kyoso and Newton are on the bench, whilst Huddersfield-born Cameron Jerome is not involved in the squad today for Luton Town and Hatters. The Hatters is the Terriers against the Hatters, and will be coming out on top later in the game this evening. Let's have a look at the 2 lineups then. Starting with Huddersfield Town, and is Nichols in goal, the back 4 from right to left of Pippa, Lees, Colwell and Toffolo. Russell, Ogg and O'Brien in midfield. Thomas, Ward and Sinani is in attack. On the bench is Blackman, Rhodes, Cromer, Holmes, Turton, Saar and Etang amongst the subs for Huddersfield Town this evening. As for Luton, it's a 3-5-2 formation for them. It's Shane goal, Bree, Bradley and Naismith at the back. On the Lima, Lansbury and Pazu, Campbell and Bell in midfield. Cornick and Adebayo up front. On the bench is Stead, Potts, Berry, Ilton, Snodgrass, Kyoso and Musque, who are on bench. Admiral Musque, who is on loan, I think, from Leicester City, played for Leicester City under 23, 6 times last year was on loan, and Wickham as well last season. So, a loan spell it may be for Admiral Musque as we get ready for the clash this evening. You listen to the commentary up, and this was when the referee today and the officials tell you about. Let's tell you, go through who the officials are for this evening's matches. We get ready for kick-off, which is almost fast approaching. For kick, the referees Jeff Elkingham, assisted by Sean Hudson and Paul Hoskinson, with David Webb, the 4th official. The 2 teams will now be ready to take the knee against ongoing fight for races. While Huddersfield will take the knee, Luton players will stand all together on the centre circle. Jeff Elkingham is just getting ready to blow his whistle for the players to take the knee, and then it'll be Huddersfield Town once Luton all in position to get the game off and underway. You're listening to the commentary coverage of alternative commentary, and we'll be bringing you the championship game in full very, very soon. Huddersfield and Luton all set to go then. Huddersfield attacking the goal to my left in this first half. Luton a goal to my right. And it's Huddersfield who will get the game off and underway then with the ball over to Toffolo. Back inside now to Colwell, who will play the ball forward. Back to Toffolo, it goes listening inside the left. And down the line, there's a good company for Huddersfield Town. Sinani to get in with the first attack of the game. Sinani was a penalty area, still going. Back to Toffolo. Back equally was Toffolo, doing well to keep all of possession for Town. And they will come forward with the Terriers. And he gets the ball towards a penalty area. And it's cleared away in the end. There by Brief for Luton Town. And Shrewsbury gets that ball clear from a Aston Villa man. Toffolo goes down and no free kick for Huddersfield Town as they try and get a good positive start in the opening 55 seconds of the game. You're listening to the commentary coverage between Huddersfield Town and Luton Town in the Championship this evening. Should be a good game, as I mentioned at the top of the programme. Huddersfield are 4th, Luton are 5th going into this game, and Huddersfield will move level on points with Nottingham Forest for a point this evening. Luke Turton, one of our regular contributors to the commentary up, said he thinks it's going to be a goalless draw this evening. He's going for a goalless draw. Let's hope not, my friend. I'm hoping you're wrong. Mike says, come on, Huddersfield. Huddersfield Town will try and come forward. Now, here's Sinan. Back it goes to Tom Lees, who, the former Leeds man, gets the ball out wide again to Sinani. Over on that far side, Huddersfield Town, right as he tries to come forward. Good bit of play this. And now, here's Lees again. Just keeps the ball moving. And he's now back to Colwell. Will come from centre back and find Toff on this near side of the left. Inside it goes to O'Brien. Midway inside the Luton half, Huddersfield O'Brien come forward. They've got over on that far side, Pippa. And Pippa cuts inside into Lewis O'Brien. A target for Leeds in the January transfer window. Didn't come off. And now Huddersfield can't get it out from under their feet, and Luton will bring the ball away. It should be dealt with by Luton and it is by Edward by Odin. He's not it. Back in these. Now in to James Beals, playing with 3 centre backs today for Luton Town. They played a 3-4-1-2 formation, 3-5-2 if you want to call it, with Campbell just playing off of Cornick and Adebayo, the front two. And now with Sonny Bradley, the former Plymouth man. Ball is looking to come forward from Luton Town. Available opportunity they will look to do as the ball is switched down now to Onyedinma. And Onyedinma does well to find Bree. Inside, £20 who gives the ball away. Now this can break, can they? No, with a ball like that, as Onyedinma gets back at it and intercepts from Ox pass. As Huddersfield can't come forward just yet, as Luton has played back to their goalkeeper Shea, and now finds Bradley across to Naismith, and Naismith will look up. But because he's a forward ball, so he has to go back to Bradley, who in turn finds Bree on this near side, as Luton trying to come down there. Right hand side, Huddersfield Town's left. And out of play for a throw. Onyedinma will take the throw. And he plays it down the line. He's cleared away by Lees into O'Brien. O'Brien as well to keep the ball forward and find Ward. And now Ward finds Sober Thomas. Sober Thomas is coming forward. He goes a penalty area and he's just over the bar from Lewis O'Brien. And Huddersfield Town tries to attack early on, but an effort just goes over. And that was a wonderful break for Huddersfield Town. And Ward does really, really well to pick out Sober Thomas, who does well to own up the play. Let's Ward running inside before finding O'Brien, whose effort can't keep the ball underneath the crossbar. But that's a good bit of play from Huddersfield Town coming up towards 5 minutes gone. It's Huddersfield 0, Luton 0 in the top of the table clash in the Championship. You're live with us on the TC Hub, TC Hub 2, also live on the TC Hub Twitch, also live on Storm FM, and also live on my own personal Twitch as well. Very warm evening to you all, wherever you're listening from, or good afternoon or good morning, depending what time zone you're tuning in to, as we see Luton Town just keep hold of possession with Bree. Wonderful crossfield pass from Bree, and that's a wonderful header inside. And now Huddersfield and do some defending as Luton Town attack. As the ball looks to come into the middle, but the player can't keep the ball in the play. One guy is ball across for Luton, and it goes behind for a goal kick down the other end. 6 minutes to go, still goalless, and both teams having chances, but can't keep their efforts below the bar so far. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Yeah, Huddersfield Town once more. Should be a good game. Yes, we see a bit of hail start coming down onto the field at the John Smith Stadium. Huddersfield Town take on Luton Town as Buffalo finds the ball inside to Ogden and gets it back from over there. And now it's Cole to Tom Lee, who, in the absence of Ogden being captaining the Terriers under Carlos Corberan, the former Leeds United assistant and under-23s head coach, before taking the job at Huddersfield Town, and a fantastic job. He's coming into the Terriers as Carlos Corberan. Do as he looks to try and get Huddersfield up through the so maybe even top two. We've still got a chance of maybe creeping in that top two with Forest and Bournemouth have got games in hand over them, so that may not happen. And the ball is over the top looking for the run of Thomas, but Thomas can't keep the ball in play. Well, he can keep the ball in play, in fact. The flag is up there for an offside against the Huddersfield man, and he is just offside. Just went a fraction early, but just couldn't time his run well. Did well to keep it actually down by the touchline, by the corner flag, their ball line. Excuse me, but Huddersfield Town have managed to keep it in. O'Brien started the last 39 championship games, and O'Brien, as I mentioned previously, linked with a move to Leeds United. So this would have to do a bit of defending on you when it comes as the hill teams down even more, and that's looking for Cornick. But Colwell just wants to keep the ball in play, find Toffler now into Leeds. Now O'Brien back to Colwell, and Colwell clear it forward. Good ball from Ward, can't pick out Thomas, and now Luton will recycle possession and go back to Shea, who's in the sticks and remains goalless here on the TC Hub. Huddersfield Town, Luton Town, coming up towards almost 9 minutes gone in the first half, as Huddersfield Town will try and progress forward, but they'll come to the moments as they've just got possession back to Luton Town. Breeders having a bit of possession, Luton just passing the ball around well. Now it's gone, still goalless here at the John Smith Stadium. Excuse me, as Bree knocks the ball back into Bradley, and Bradley will look forward for Huddersfield Town. See where Huddersfield Town players are to try and get the ball through for Luton to attack. There's Luton just having back with Bradley. His own half, coming up towards halfway, finds his centre back partner in Naismith. Now, up towards halfway, they see forward looking for the run there of Campbell, who again behind. But Luton are winning the ball back well in midfield through the help of Bell and Lansbury. And now it's Campbell who does well to spin on the ball and Play a wonderful ball over the top on your Dimner. On your Dimner can't keep the ball in play. It's cleared away by Toffolo, but given away again to Campbell. But let's do some different again. And Naismith finds Campbell again. He's in the box. Comes into Lansbury from Mpanzu. Giving away to Bree. Huddersfield Town on the back foot here. He's on your Dimner. Back to Bree. Bree with the cross in. Headed away by Lees. No, Brian gets away. On this one's in Panzer. Ball played in by Lansbury as well. And it's cleared away in the end by Sinani. Sinani has to get back and help out defensively. Huddersfield Town so far. That's from Abano. We couldn't keep the ball in and couldn't try and sort out his feet in the end. But it remains goalless 11 minutes on here. Huddersfield 0. Luton Town, obviously, the chance again from Lansbury where he almost lost the ball in underneath his footing and couldn't get a strike. Otherwise, that could have been trouble for Lee Nichols in the Huddersfield Town goal. Only him back to Bree, and Bree speed forced back by Thomas to find Bradley. So that's what he does. Now, only Bradley will look up, can't find any ball moving forward to go forward with, so he plays go to Naismith, then into Panzo. Now back to Brady. But should have said now he looks for the ball forward, which was Campbell chasing. Colwell's there. So anyway, as though O'Brien is out of play for a third to Huddersfield Town. Taken on the to Luton, should I say. Luton have to play back to Bradley and Luton. So far having a bit of possession, and the ball is played away by Huddersfield Town. And here's O'Brien. Down line to Summer Thomas. Summer Thomas looks past his man, but Bradley's blocks there well by Naismith, as Bradley was the one who he took it past. Like he was he took it past for a second, but he was the first one. And then knocked it past Bradley, but couldn't. But Naismith saw the danger and McLaughlin from the left side to tidy up. And now it's Bell. Back to Naismith. Naismith just wants to hold off possession as Thomas closes down Bradley, who has to clear first time. Adebayo can't get there. Adebayo Lees does well in the end. Lees gets the ball into Russell. And now Cornick is there. Cornick towards Adebayo, but Adebayo can't keep the ball. And Og intercepts Huddersfield. Pippa. Huddersfield will try and break forward, but the ball is too far forward in the end. But big out Sinani. And he goes out for a throw to Luton Town. Midway inside the half. It's still Huddersfield Town 0. Luton Town 0. If you're just joining us, coming towards 13.5 minutes gone on the commentary hub. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic evening. It's only Dimner thought Luton goes back to Shea, who's under pressure from Ward. Shea clears first and down field, looking for the run of Adebayo, who's flick towards Cornick. The offside flag was up against Adebayo, and just got in fraction early, but couldn't time his run perfectly. Og goes back to Colwell. Back to Colwell. And those two just playing an each 1-2 with each other. Down the line it goes towards Sober Thomas, who can't keep the ball in play. And Sober Thomas is doing well so far as he tries to get the ball forward. But it's 3-0 Luton. Both teams really settled into this now. Both teams finding a rhythm to try and hurt the opposition, but yet to do so. The other team have had a shot on target, just get his Ward, chests it down, but gives it away to Onyedimma. And Ward's closed down Onyedimma as he tries to make amends for his pass, but Mpanzo finds the bio. Og loses out. Campbell puts the ball in. But he's poor, his eye wide, and let's just say, not at all handsome as a ball goes over the top and behind for a goal kick to Huddersfield Town as we see Nathan Jones was unbeaten in 4 meetings as Luton Town against Huddersfield Town. We'll be able to continue that run later this evening as well as the ball towards a penalty from Belizet. It is now, that's claimed by easily by Nichols in the end. And it's still 0-0 between Huddersfield Town and Luton Town here on the TC. Oh, hopefully you all enjoyed our coverage so far today. We bring you this championship clash between two sides who are gunning for promotion from the division. Campbell's there coming forward. Nichols gets their first head of the man for Huddersfield. We've seen Thomas, the third man forward for Huddersfield Town in the other positions. There's a foul in there on Pippa. And there's Og there, who is a captain today for Huddersfield Town, who has done really, really well so far. Carlos Cobran there, the Huddersfield Town boss. Well, I mentioned earlier on that he's done a terrific job here at the John Smith Stadium as Adebayo is fouled by Colwell, and Huddersfield Town will concede a free kick. Og just telling his teammates to keep switched on at every opportunity. It is Mpanzu now for Luton, switching the play to find Naismith, and Naismith will find Bradley, and he's back to Shea from Lansbury. Shea gets the ball forward and Bio chases down. Lees is there to defend well. Is now finds Pippa, who does well. Does Pippa. Back it goes to Lees, and now is Nichols to give the ball to Og, and now Colwell trying to get the ball forward. There's a second back of the cherry. It's Og again. Back to Colwell, who does well to do a step over and then play a wonderful pass out wide, looking to pick out Sinane, but that ball is too far ahead of him and he can't keep the ball in place. Huddersfield Town 0, Luton Town 0, coming up towards 90 minutes gone. If you wanted to get your thoughts in on the game, do feel free to do so. You can tweet us at Commentary Live 1. Also, you can use the chat on our YouTube channel as well this evening, as we see the game unfold. So Huddersfield Town will try and break themselves forward. Here's Thomas as well. And the strike comes in from John Russell, but Russell can't keep his effort down. And it's a 4-1 in the end. And that goes over the bar in the end. But that's a fantastic effort from Russell. Coming on to lashing it down. He's lashing it down with Ray now. Couldn't keep his effort down in the end. As we see this game unfold between us this evening. Is Huddersfield Town have got possession back as they try and come forward. We'll try and bring you any information on the attendance later in the game as we will try and get you that to bring to you on the programme this evening. If you are listening in, do let us know as we watch the game unfold. As here is O'Brien to Toffolo. As Huddersfield Town will try and cause quite a few problems. And now Huddersfield just keeping possession. Here's Russell. Does well. Now it's back to O'Brien. Toffolo. Sorba Thomas. Og. Ball towards Danny Ward, cleared. Where appeals for an handball in there by Naismith. Nothing given by the referee in the end. Here's Pippa. It's Taylor throw for Huddersfield Town. He's got Russell for supportive funds to use it. Toffolo coming up to ball there, but goes to Ward instead. Can't pick out a Matt, a teammate, but Ward wrestles back to get the ball back. And here's O'Brien to Sorba Thomas. Big part of the Wales team at the moment. As he comes into Sinani, whose effort is saved. And he's behind for a corner by Shea. And that's a wonderful chance for Huddersfield Town to take the lead in the end, but for a fantastic save. Wonderful stop in the end from Shea as it goes down for a corner, which is about to be taken on this left hand side for Huddersfield Town. 16 set pieces goals this season, along with Luton and Millwall at Huddersfield Town. Only Fulham has gone more in the Championship this season. Looking for the 17th there, but it will not be at number 17 from this set piece at the moment. Is O'Brien. Push the ball back in. And then for Russell, just wide. Lees was in there. Lees wants to the corner. Huddersfield Town almost getting a goal there. Tom Lees wanting the corner. And he has got it. He says he come off Adebayo. He did come off Adebayo. Let's have a look. No, he didn't come off Adebayo. It comes off. Let's see who it comes off. I think he might be Bell. No, is it? It comes off number 24. On your dimmer. As the corner comes back in. Cleared away this time. Huddersfield Town. Shot deflected and into the arms of Shea in the end. A shot coming in from the edge of the box. It was an effort from Sorba Thomas. And he come off of his own. Of a Luton man. Which then hit Russell. And bounced into the arms. Kindly. Of Shea. As Huddersfield Town can't keep possession at this moment in time for them as they try and come forward. But it goes back to Shea. Ward under pressure as Shea clears away. It breaks now for another for a throw to Luton. Ball out of play from Cole Willis. Huddersfield tried to, as the Huddersfield defender tried to keep the ball in play there, but Luton have taken that throw in quickly up towards Adebayo. Adebayo is just offside again. He's not happy that he was caught offside there, but he's still 0-0. We see the chance again from Thomas. Strike comes in. Header from Bradley comes off of Russell. No, it comes off Corwell in the end, and she just lays down and catches it above his head. Still 0-0 as a ball over the head of Bradley and runs back to Shea. Couldn't work out who he came off initially for that effort from that Sober Thomas strike from a corner. As here's Bradley. I work out who that is, and now Naismith finds Panzu. Back to Bradley, who feeds Lansbury. Lansbury hits the ball forward for Adebayo to chase. O'Brien hits the ball forward. Here's Ward for Huddersfield Town. Loses out, and now here comes Cornick. And Cornick's coming away with possession, cleared away. And that is a good ball from Huddersfield Town's Russell. O'Brien can't pick out a man, and Toffolo, who he tries to find, as Onyedinma there, steps in and clears away. Here's Bree now. Lansbury looks to pick out Adebayo. He runs through, and Nichols does well to prevent a corner after the header come off. Lees has went back to his own box. Here's Og to find Pippa. Best of all for flicked on there as well to Ward. Barcelona. And Ward in there again. But Ward is penalised for an high boot from Jeff Eltringham. And that was against Lansbury. So Huddersfield Town have conceded a free kick. 27 minutes gone. It remains goalless between Huddersfield and Luton. Well, Luton into Adebayo. Adebayo to the penalty. Pulls the ball back looking for Campbell. Cleared away by Huddersfield Town. But comes back to Bell. And he will find Mpanzu. Lansbury. Lets the ball rolling to Bree. And now Onyedinma. And now Bradley. Lansbury. Naismith. Naismith with the ball in. Lees clears away off his knee. Pippa heads away. Ball bounce favours Huddersfield for a moment with O'Brien's header. And then deflects off of Lansbury. And now for a throw to Luton Town. Ball is if forward, and Huddersfield will try to break forward. Is Campbell on the edge of the penalty area. Adebayo's in there, but what a challenge by Tom Lees. And now Huddersfield Town can try and break here. But no lie, that is a support pass. And there was a short poor pass there by Russell. Onyedinma for Luton is Mpanzu. Lansbury. Sinani out there too. As Pippa gets towards the ball, and Huddersfield Town have the ball back. Here's Daniel Sinani. Good ball inside to Russell. And across to Toffolo. Good play this from Toffolo as Huddersfield Town will come forward. Here's Thomas. Good play. Corwell does well. O'Brien. Down the line to Toffolo, who is fouled. Trying to get away from Onyedinma. And Onyedinma doesn't let him go. Grabs him round the neck like a WWE move and commits a foul. It remains goalless. If you're just joining us here on the TC, coming up towards 30 minutes gone then. Huddersfield Town 0, Luton Town 0 is the scoreline. As Huddersfield Town have a free kick. Thomas delivers the ball in. Cleared away to Cornick. Cornick will try and break away for Luton. Finds the path of Campbell and now is back with Lansbury to find Naismith. Naismith looks forward. Good bit of play and good movement. As this is a good game so far to watch if you're just tuning into us. It is Huddersfield Town 0, Luton Town 0 as Lewis O'Brien is fouled and Luton Town concede a free kick. 31 minutes gone, it remains goalless. As Huddersfield Town just, as we see the challenge again, Adebayo's limping. It's Adebayo's and Panzo who's limping. He was the man who gave away the free kick. Drops to the floor, and Huddersfield Town fans, and quite rightly so, aren't happy with him. He remains scoreless. Pellywood Kempanzu played and scored for Luton in 4 different divisions, and he's down on the floor right now. 17 minutes gone, it remains 31 minutes gone, should I say. This is why I say 17 minutes, because that's number the Panther West. 31 coming up, 32 minutes gone, it remains goalless between Huddersfield Town and Luton Town. It remains goalless so far. If you're just joining us, this is a challenge from Mpanzu. On O'Brien, and O'Brien as he falls down catches the back of Mpanzu's calf. Mpanzu remains down on the floor. Huddersfield have already got a free kick for a foul by O'Brien. Mpanzu back up to his feet. And Nathan Jones having a word with one of his players there. He could have gone off of the other side, but he's meant to be helped off the pitch by 2 physios here in Panzu. And that's literally having to be carried off the field here. Is Mpanzu. Speedy recovery for him. Now he's limping off the field. Lubey could be a potential replacement for Mpanzu, as to Robert Snodgrass. And it looks like he may be the former Leeds United and West Ham and West Brom man. Robert Snodgrass will be getting the nod to come on to replace Mpanzu. We're going to be helped down the tunnel. And now Huddersfield have got the game back underway. And Panzo still stood at the sideline, waiting to go down. Luton currently down to 10 minutes. As Snodgrass is yet to come on, and he's yet to be ready to come on. So we'll just wait and see when that substitution is made. Snodgrass is now ready. He'll be on the field in a minute. Or should I say next time the ball goes out of play. Here's Robert Thomas. Here's Og. Russell. He remains scoreless, coming up towards the final 10 minutes of the first half. As here's Pippa. Does well as Pippa, holds her well, and wins a corner off Bell. And Bell's moaning. But now here's the change for Luton Town. Robert Snodgrass comes on. And Panzu. So that's the first substitution of the game, and it's gone for Luton Town. From a Leeds man, and you wouldn't have guessed it by the boos around us from the Huddersfield Town fans. as this free kick is in towards the penalty, corners in towards the penalty for Huddersfield. Back how wide it goes. Chance for another decent delivery. Header over the ball in the end from Colwell. And he was the closest one to it in the end. And some jeers from Huddersfield Town fans as Snodgrass came onto the field of play. Speedy recovery to Mpanzu didn't look quite easy in the end for him. He remains goalless, yet to have a goal in the first half. As we look for this game, for the first goal in the game, as Cornick has an effort saved by Nichols, and Huddersfield Town managed to clear out for a throw. It was a wonderful ball through from Snodgrass into Cornick after a good ball from Onidimna to pick out the former Leeds man. And there was an effort saved in the end by Nichols as he is called up with the ball in towards Campbell. Campbell gusted it back out wide. Here's Bell. Bell with the cross in towards Snodgrass coming in on the edge of the penalty area. Bradley's there. Closed down by Ward. What was it for by Naismith? Headed away by Huddersfield Town. O'Brien's header is poor, as Thomas was almost set to run onto it on the left hand side, but instead he went towards the right where no Huddersfield Town player was. So Thomas does well to get back at it and feed O'Brien. O'Brien being held onto by Campbell, and then Campbell's pushed O'Brien to the ground. Huddersfield Town fans and players wanted a card for Campbell, but no card given by Jeff Eltringham there. Clipping at his heels and then pushed him down. And then he kicks the ball away. He's probably frustrated that similar happened to him earlier on and he didn't get a free kick for it. First time it's happened again against him and he's been penalised for it. His Bell is penalised. He's won a free kick foul by Sonani on the Luton Town man, and Huddersfield Town player is penalised this time. He remains scoreless coming up towards 38 minutes gone in the game. It's Huddersfield 0, Luton Town 0 in the Championship. Championship live here on the commentary, the home of alternative commentary. You're listening to EFL Action. It's the Championship. Luton Town, Huddersfield 0, Luton Town 0. As Snodgrass will look to deliver this free kick in towards the penalty area. Cleared away as Onidimna's headed down, headed away again. And that's cleared away in the end as Huddersfield Town will try and pressure Luton. It's Bree. Back it goes to Shea. And Shea will keep all the possession and find Bree again. Last few minutes of the first half. HL Francis only says, I thought Huddersfield would have been better. They have created some good chances, Huddersfield Town, my friend, but none on target. Luton have had one shot on target in that first half, which was from corner saved by Nichols, but Shea is not really there to save to make it. I wouldn't call it a save. It was a deflected effort from a corner, deflected off Colwell after Bradley's header almost deflected off him after Sober Thomas hit from the edge of the box for a set piece. It was a only real time Shea's really been called into action, but I wouldn't call that a meaningful effort from Huddersfield Town. Nichols had to push away a chance from Cornick, and Campbell's had some good efforts blocked. Luton probably the ones probably happier with the chances, but Huddersfield have created some chances as well, but none really to test Shea in the Luton goal. I think 0-0 as we come up towards 5 minutes from the end of the first half is quite about right for how these two sides have played so far. The ball is cleared by Shea. That's a wonderful challenge in the end. And Lansbury is penalised for a foul on Colwell, and Colwell does well to win that free kick for Huddersfield, and I'm not sure if Lansbury is booked here. I think he may have been booked there, Lansbury. We'll try and get confirmation of that for you. I'm sure the referee, Jeff Elgingham, showed a yellow card towards the Luton man. I suppose played in towards a penalty from Thomas, but Cole appealing for a penalty, thinks he was pulled back there. Let's have a look. As that comes in, is Naismith on him. Just a little arm. Does he pull him back? Yes, he does. I think for me, that could be a decent shout there for Huddersfield for a penalty, but the referee's not given. But Huddersfield fans, if you think that's a penalty, I think you might be disappointed if he's given it against you. So I would call that one as a soft one in the end. It remains goalless then as we come up towards 41 and a half minutes gone here at the John Smith Stadium. Huddersfield Town 0, Luton Town 0 is the scoreline. I wonder if we'll see a goal in this game. Hopefully my return after a few weeks off with my birthday, which has happened, and birthday celebrations happened recently, plus my problem, plus busy with family as well. Took a break, has also not been has been unwell also. Back to full fitness now as we see the ball hit for. Just a bit of a bad back from my birthday party on Friday, but other than that, feel fine and dandy, like fine as candy. As Huddersfield Town remain locked at 0-0 with Luton Town in the Battle of the Towns. It's the Terriers against the Hatters in the Championship. 0-0 is the scoreline, and the ball is hit forward. Lovely chest down from Thomas, but can't pick out a teammate. As now Cole gets the ball forward, looking for the run of Thomas, who looks to fetch the ball down, but there's Bree to head it out for a throw, which is appreciated by the Huddersfield Town player fans out there. A good effort from Thomas to try and keep the ball in play, so he didn't go out for a throws. O'Brien tries to go on the end of it as that's Onyedinma to clear. On to Cornick, back it goes to Lansbury. Issy for Adebayo. He's on the run. Can he get down and keep the ball in play? He can. He needs support in the middle, but no one's up there just yet. Adebayo looks to keep the ball for Luton Town. About 1.5 minutes left to play of this first half. Still 0-0. Here's Lansbury. Just Snodgrass. Now Naismith to Bell. Back to Naismith, who puts the ball in towards the penalty area. Comes towards the back post. Brings it down on the chest there in the end for Onyedinma. Finds Snodgrass is cleared away. And now Snodgrass is breaking clears. There's a foul by Danny Ward on Lansbury. Ward spots him with his leg near his ankle. As we just see this here, just falls on him and just catches back just before his ankle. I think he's caught the back of his calf there. And Lansbury back to his feet. Excuse me. Naismith is there, Lansbury over it too. As we watch Luton try and take the lead in this game. There's Cameron Jerome there, the Huddersfield born Cameron Jerome, not involved today for Luton. As Lansbury delivers the ball in to Bradley. Breaks for Bree. 2 minutes at a time at the end of the first half as the ball goes out of play for a throw to Huddersfield Town. Naismith there, cheekily, instead of playing the ball out to Toffolo, just hits it down the line. So far, Cornick has had 7 less touches, 4 less touches in the final third, and lost possession 3 le- 3 times less than Adebayo's in that first half. It remains goalless. Both teams had chances. It remains goalless as we go up towards the end of the first half. Huddersfield Town nil, Luton Town nil, as we see the first minute of the two almost over. Does well. Here's Russell to Toffolo. Corwell. Og. Og again. Wonderful ball from Og. Pick out Thomas, and Thomas does well to get there. Against Onyedinma. Dimmer. Dimmer goes down. And he gives a goal kick for Luton. There does Onyedinma. Thomas brings it down well. Tries to take it inside of him. And then Fred Onyedinma gets back across there. And that's a superb defensive work. Leslie will go behind for a corner. Let's go behind for a goal kick for Luton. Fantastic defending from Onyedinma. In the end, we've come up to the final 10 seconds of the first half. Sheikh is in long. He's up towards Adebayo. Can't keep way there for a free kick. There is the half-time whistle. And it's scoreless at the break. Both teams have had their chances in the first half, but neither side have yet to, other than the chance from Cornick, has really tested each keeper at the moment. But at the break, it is Huddersfield Town nil, Luton Town nil. I'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half. Don't go away. You're listening to Huddersfield Town versus Luton Town here on the Commentary Hub. Welcome back to the second half coverage of Huddersfield Town against Luton Town. As Freed from Desire is being played ahead of the second half, and by the time Huddersfield, as we get ready for the second half, as Huddersfield Town are now just making their way out for the second half. Luton came out first. There's Robert Snodgrass on the screen, a player who came on in the first half for Mpanzu. With 10 minutes left of the first half to go. Huddersfield players are coming back out for the second half now. Looks like no changes for either side. As Huddersfield Town fans think who to beat at. Looks like no changes for either side at the end of the second period. Carlos Corban's having a little chat with one of his backroom staff. Mick Harford there, one of the Luton backroom staff. There's Nathan Jones, who has done well for Luton in his both spells he's been in charge of. This is possibly his second spell in charge of the Hatters. Carlos Corban back out now for Huddersfield with the rest of his subs. Just talking to some of his backroom staff. It'll be Luton to kick us off with Lansbury, the player to do so. Second half will be getting the game underway for the second half as he does now. Luton kicking to my left in this second half. Huddersfield Town to my right as the ball is hit forward by Luton Town, and Huddersfield try and get the ball back. But here's Bree. The ball for Bree again, and Bree wins another throw for Luton Town 20 seconds into the second half. That's when you threw the two teams then in the second after this throwing for Luton at the start of the second half as we watch Luton with a ball towards the penalty comes towards the edge where Cornick was lurking. And Cornick's there again. Breaks for us. Campbell. Cornick again. Swinging a miss. Will then bring it under control. Ball back in towards Bree. And then Bayo's a back post. And Bayo can't get on the end of it. And he goes just once. Let's run you through the two teams then. Is Nichols in goal for Huddersfield Town. A back four of Pippin, Lees, Colwell and Toffolo. Russell Ogg, the captain, and O'Brien in midfield. Sinani, Ward and Sober Thomas are in attack. The bench is Blackman, Rhodes, Cromer, Holmes, Turton, Saw and Iteng. As for Luton, is Shea in goal. The back three of Bree, Bradley and Naismith. Onyedimna and Bella's wing backs. Lansbury, Campbell, Snodgrass in midfield with Cornick and Adebayo up front. The bench of the remaining subs is Isted, Potts, Berry, Hilton, Gioso, Musquiz. Now is Sober Thomas. It was a penalty area looking for the run of Sinani. And the back person goes behind for a corner for Huddersfield Town. Lansbury is down holding his head. And we just watch the incident he happened with Lansbury. With his head, he clash of heads with Sonny Bradley. And then Sober Thomas just picked it up, ran towards the box to see where vacated Galway from. Bradley Naismith's across, deflects off his knee, behind for the corner, and Huddersfield Town have a corner kick to be taken. Sober Thomas will be going to take it, but Lansbury down, receiving some treatment at this moment in time, so it gives me a chance to remind you of the officials. If you're just joining us, it's Jeff Eltringham. He's assisted by Sean Hudson and Paul Hodgkinson, with David Webb, the official, and Luton are preparing a change just in case he has to come off here. Some of the Huddersfield backroom staff having a word with David Webb there, the fourth official, as to why the treatment is taking so long. And his severe head injury, Lansbury just getting back up now. As we're just having a drink of water. Pours it another water on the back of his neck. As well is the Luton man. We're now helped up. We're now just being walked off, holding back of his neck as he's coming off. Not sure which player it was getting ready to come on just in case Lansbury has to go off, but with this corner to be taken by Thomas now, the Luton have only got 10 players on the field to defend it, and it looks like all 10 are maybe back inside their own penalty area. So Thomas pushed the ball in towards the middle of the goal, headed away by Adebayo, back to Thomas. Thomas gets the ball back in, headed away by Bradley, back in again by O'Brien this time, and Huddersfield win the header on halfway. It breaks now for O'Brien, for Og, who's headed forward, but the offside flag was up against Russell. Going towards Femini. Scoring the second half, still goalless. Henry Lansbury, 44 goals, 305 appearances in the Championship. Still no changes from the one in the first half. Lansbury is okay to continue at the moment. It is Ward. Adebayo flicks the ball off for Cornick, who cleared away, picked up by Campbell. Onyedinma coming forward. Onyedinma gets the ball inside, but there is Colwell to defend well. Gets it away. And now there's an advantage for Huddersfield as O'Brien can fetch the ball away. Lewis O'Brien does really, really well. And O'Brien wins a throw in for Huddersfield Town as the Terriers fans find a level which lifts the tempo inside the stadium. There's been no real movement from either side so far. It remains goalless. Huddersfield Town 0, Luton Town 0 as we watch this match unfold. Good bit of play. It's out wide from Toffolo for O'Brien, who can't get the ball forward from back. Gets it forward back by Thomas, who can't find Ward, and Danny Ward closing down Shea as he clears long for Luton. Lees wins the header back, and now O'Brien loses out, and now Snodgrass. Good bit of play. Here's Bree. Good ball in behind. And the Bale's there. Cole does well to get back to Nichols, who clears long. And there is Lansbury to head backwards. And now Luton Town back in possession. Lansbury seems to be struggling, so Luton may have to make a substitution, which will be their second of the evening. Huddersfield Town 0, Luton Town 0 is the scoreline. Coming up towards 52 minutes gone, and we're into the 52nd minute now. As a ball is played for from Bradley, which by Campbell, and Campbell wins a throw for Luton. Came off Toffolo in the end there, I think. And Adebayo's there, gets the ball across. First round ball, nothing given against Colwell there. And I'm not sure that's a penalty, to be honest with you there. I think Jeff Eltringham has got that one spot on, if you ask me. Huddersfield Town 0, Luton Town 0 is the scoreline as we watch the game unfold. Nichols has it now. Good ball forward, flicked on. It's an up and under. As Huddersfield win a throw. Sinani takes it quickly. And now here's Pippa. Pippa wins a throw of Snodgrass. Goes back now to Lees. Let's go back to Nichols. No real chances yet of real note of no goal written down as any real chances of note so far. It remains goalless though between Huddersfield Town and Luton Town after coming up towards 54 minutes gone. Now, almost 9 minutes gone in the second half and it remains goalless. Still anyone's game, and whoever wins tonight will finish this evening in third spot ahead of Nottingham Forest. As a ball is hit down the line to O'Brien. Up against Bradley. And O'Brien goes down. Another chance from Bradley. And the referee, Jeff Eltringham, gives Huddersfield Town a throw-in. Well, gives Huddersfield Town a free kick. And Sonny Bradley does not agree with that. And then he chucks the ball away. And Huddersfield Town fans want to book in for the Luton Town skipper. Thomas is stood over this free kick on the left-hand side. It's more like, if I just have a look where the position is for this free kick, just 2 or 3 yards away from the corner spot. So it's more like a corner, this. O'Brien was there a moment, but he's moved away now. Everyone back for Luton. As the ball comes in. And there from Russell. Comes out for Sinani, whose effort is tipped over by Shea in the end. And that's a superb effort from Sinani. Wonderful effort. Headed away in the end. And then he's blocked by Naismith. I thought Shea going to tip over, but he come off. Naismith in the end. She's got iron wide as Sinani now. He's out wide here to this man inside to tear the corner. Huddersfield got plenty forward, including Lees and Ogg in there. Sinani's corner is poor one. He's headed away by Lansbury and Huddersfield Town. Went up the field and roll back on so he could receive some. He's clutching the back of his neck here, Lansbury. Huddersfield fans are quite rightly not happy with this. As we just see this from Lansbury heads away, but it's off the field. Sinani's about to take the throw in. He sees he's about to take the throw in, and then he rolls back onto the pitch just as he sees Sinani going back onto the field about to take the throw in. That's very sportsmanship like from Henry Lansbury there. That's a bit of not very good from the Huddersfield Town man. From the Luton Town man, should I say, against Huddersfield, the former Nottingham Forest player. I think he started his career at Arsenal, in the youth team at Arsenal as well. Henry Lansbury, not very good in sportsmanship, former Bristol City man, and former Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, Arsenal, West Ham loanee, Norwich City loanee as well. He's from Aston from the 2016-17 season to 2020-2021. As Dan Potts comes on for Henry Lansbury on the 58th minute. So that's their second change now. And it remains wobbling away from behind that goal as Pippa looks to take the throw in. Here's Russell. It's a goal, and what a fantastic goal from John Russell! And Huddersfield Town take the lead. It's a superb goal from John Russell, and it's absolute pure genius from the Huddersfield man. He just looked up, and when that throw was playing into him, he looked up and he saw the keeper just off his line, and he just lifts it over, and that's a superb finish from John Russell. After 59 minutes, it's Huddersfield Town 1, Luton Town 0, and a moment of pure genius and pure quality from John Russell to give the Terriers a 1-0 lead. It's Huddersfield Town 1, Luton Town 0, and what a fantastic goal from John Russell there. No chance, even if there were two goalkeepers in there. Huddersfield take the lead, and it's a sublime finish from John Russell. It's his second goal of the season. And Huddersfield, as it stands, are heading to third in the Championship table. And there, we're just after the sub was being made as well, and Huddersfield Town fans jumping and bouncing now and chanting Huddersfield Town 1, Luton Town 0. And that just came just minutes after Henry Lansbury had been substituted. Huddersfield 1, Luton Town 0, and Carlos Cobran's side are now in the lead, and Huddersfield fans getting behind their team and chanting Huddersfield up to third. 2 points clear of Nottingham Forest, 4 above Luton and Sheffield United for Huddersfield. Here's Bree as Luton will try and get back into this game. Bree doing really, really well. As Luton will try and get an instant reply as we play almost 61 minutes. And the Bayo, his header is high and wide. Well, let's not say not at all handsome, because he wasn't handsome at all. He heads over, and it's Huddersfield 1, Luton Town 0. 61 minutes gone, and that goal from Russell a few minutes ago, well, a couple of minutes ago, should I say, was absolute pure genius of a finish. And the Huddersfield Town fans like it. Huddersfield Town fans getting behind their team now. Singing when the Town go marching in. Their team are well in control now. They have been majority creating some of the chances, in my opinion, Huddersfield Town. We just had that quality in the final third up until that moment of brilliance there from John Russell. Huddersfield yet to make a substitution, and why wouldn't they? Playing some good football, and they've just taken the lead with a sublime finish. As is Bell. And now Luton fans made a call. Bella, they lost possession momentarily, but Campbell got the ball back. And now Campbell sends the ball over the top. Only Dimmer gets there. Cleared away by Og. Would have thought for anyone in orange. And as Luton tried to get an equaliser very, very quickly after conceding, as Huddersfield Town are now having to do some defending, which they've rarely had to do in this game. As here is Bell. Here's Naismith. Snodgrass. Towards Bell, it's cut out there by Pippa. It's cleared away. Here's Sinani to clear it further away. Huddersfield Town having to defend here now, but Huddersfield Town fans getting behind their team, helping them defend this 1-0 lead that they have got. Huddersfield Town 1, Luton Town 0, 63 minutes gone. John Russell, the goal scorer on 59 minutes. If you're just joining us here on the see up. Where have you been? Offside against Ward. And while there's an offside against Ward, there's a man down for Huddersfield Town. Trying to see who it is. It's O'Brien. He's just bouncing ball as he just tries to get there first, but he's back onto his feet. Carlos Corban was 39 a few days ago and he's Huddersfield Town side doing some good stuff. So far. And we're just seeing this goal again, and you've got to blame Robert Snodgrass here. Snodgrass just doesn't see the run of Russell behind him. Down possibly Rusty as well after he just coming on. No one followed Russell, and that's a superb goal to give Huddersfield the lead. And Huddersfield almost in again as Sober Thomas was almost in there. Ward helps it on towards Thomas. Here's Bradley helping it on for Luton towards Cornick. And he's headed away by Colwell. Out for a throw then for Luton. Toffler tried to keep the ball in play, but he couldn't do so as Huddersfield have to give up possession. In shape of the throw, but he's taken quickly back to Bree. Here's wonderful ball in towards a penalty area towards Adebayo. Heads it down as the striker. Comes out to Potts, who does well. And now Naismith. Here is Onyedinma. Now Campbell. Naismith gets the ball in towards Cornick. And Og just says to Nichols, you can let him run out of play, mate, if you want. And Nichols says, that's what I'll do. Still 1-0 to Huddersfield Town. Almost 66 minutes gone. 65 and coming up towards 65 and 40 seconds gone. Huddersfield lead by a goal to thanks to that fantastic strike from John Russell. A few on 59 minutes. And it's absolutely pure genius of an effort from Russell to give Huddersfield the lead. The Terriers won, the Hatters 0. Or the Hatters going to be mad at us if they fail to win this game today. And will the Terriers' tails be wagging if they can get all 3 points and move up to third ahead of Good Friday fixtures? Here is Shea to clear forward. Now Thomas is forward, just off there of Bradley, so he couldn't pick out the run of Ward or Sinani. Ward and Sinani, Thomas and Sinani swapped flanks for a moment. Still no changes from Carlos Corban's men. And a bail there. And now here is Thomas. Can't pick out Ward. Too much on that as he tried to pick out Ward as Bree gets back to find Shea. Now is Bradley to Potts. Now Naismith. Good ball into Snodgrass. Here's Bell. Down the line is Cornick. And Cornick does well in to find Robert Snodgrass. Snodgrass across now to Bree. To Onyedinma. But Onyedinma's across there, and that's a wonderful challenge in the end by Harry Toffolo. And Huddersfield Town defending quite well. In fact, very well Huddersfield Town are defending. As now here's Potts for Luton. Since Huddersfield's goal, Luton have had more possession, 73 to 27%. As He goes down inside the penalty area. And Huddersfield Town have conceded a penalty. Tangle of legs in the end by between Pippa. There's Sinani, should I say. And you just see this again, ball into us. Sinani's there. And Bree goes down. They go clip of Eels. And he goes down. And referee Jeff Eltringham took a bit of time. I think he was just onside as well. And it's a definite penalty for Luton Town here. Luton Town have a penalty. Can Luton Town equalise through Adebayo? Elijah Adebayo has a chance to restore parity and put Luton back in this game. Nichols has a chance to save it. Can he save it? He steps up. Adebayo puts it wide! And Huddersfield Town remain in the lead. And now there's mayhem inside there. Not sure what happened. Not sure what has happened there, but there's a fire going off here. Not sure what has happened between the two, between the enders. Nichols' but yellow card there to Naismith. Yellow card to Anya Dimner. Colin Naismith is booked. So too Johnny Dimner. I think Russell's been booked as well, I think. Not sure what's happened here, guys. Let's see what's happened here. Let's see. Toby Thomas has been booked. The Welsh international. That's what just happened here. Naismith pushes O'Brien down and then and a melee followed, which was resulting in quite a few bookings. We'll try and confirm which players have been booked for you in a second or so. Not sure what's happening now. O'Brien has something to say, and then he to the Adebayo missed that penalty. Thomas, Naismith all booked after the penalty miss. I'm not sure if there's any other players booked in there. As opposite forward, and there's a foul on Ward. And Huddersfield Town have a throw-in. Have a free kick, let's say, foul on Ward. There's a thing now. Can Huddersfield Town, from this free kick on the left-hand side, just 2 or 3 yards away from the penalty area, get a second goal here? Because it was a penalty excuse me, as Shea claims with ease. It's Huddersfield Town 1, Luton Town 0. And what a commotion there. As now we see Huddersfield Town slowly by a goal to 0, but Luton Town coming forward. Looks like Dwayne Holmes is going to come on for Huddersfield Town in a few moments. Wondering to see who's going to come off here. We'll try and get confirmation of who's going to come off if Holmes does come on, which I think he is. He's just taking off his green bib. As the ball comes in towards Cornick and goes behind for a corner to Luton. Good bit of play from Luton as it balls in towards Cornick. Snodgrass across to take it, wearing the number 12 shirt. Robert Snodgrass for Luton against Huddersfield, whose fans cheered him earlier on. Can he set up a goal here? It's Snodgrass to take. And towards a penalty area it goes, punched away by Nichols. So now they can't get there as the ball is headed back in, and Nichols claims and falls onto it and just owes it. And then just, as we just have a look at this far from that penalty again, that's a miss there. And then Naismith comes rushing in and has a go to O'Brien, who's having a go at Bell, and everyone just gets involved there. Naismith is very lucky, could have been sent off there for me. I'm not sure the officials clearly saw the push by Naismith. Coming up towards 76 minutes gone. Huddersfield Town 1, Luton Town 0. The ball from forward there from Naismith is over 8. He's behind for a goal throwing 70. As Sinane is replaced by Dwayne Holmes, and Sinane has done well. They've not really caused many problems for Luton, but when he's got on possession, he has looked to try and create things for Huddersfield Town. This evening is still Huddersfield Town 1, Luton Town 0. As here is Lewis O'Brien. Comes out to Russell, edge of the penalty area. And now can try and get the ball forward. And a play for a throw to Huddersfield Town. Luton for a free kick. Some good matches coming up over the weekend here on the TC with both FA Cup semi-finals. We'll keep you up to date with that. Hopefully we'll have a championship game on Good Friday and some championship action on Monday as well. On Good Friday and Easter Monday. Hopefully we'll have some football for you on those 2 days as well. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel, the Commentary Hub. Follow us on Twitter, Commentary Live 1, to stay in touch with what we've got coming up over the bank holiday period. Should be some good matches to come. Unfortunately, Spencer, we will do some predictions probably towards the end of the season. Look back at some of the predictions that were made before the season. By the moment, we do audio commentaries on the matches. So when we do predictions later on in the season, you may see some face reveals then on some of the team moves you've been hearing throughout the season on audio commentaries. As Huddersfield Town take on Luton Town here in the Championship, 78 and a half minutes gone. Is Huddersfield Town 1, Luton Town 0. Luton Town missed a penalty through Adebayo after Bree was fouled by Sinani, who's now been substituted for Holmes after John Russell's superb goal gave Huddersfield the lead. Adebayo missed the penalty, and then O'Brien said a few words to him and then was pushed over by Naismith. As there's a shot there from Robert Snodgrass from Luton Town, and he's just over the bar. And Adebayo does well. Tees up Snodgrass, and I think he's just leaning back there, is he? I think Snodgrass. He just leans back at the last second there, Snodgrass, and that's why he goes over the bar. If you're just joining us for the very first time, very good evening to you. I'm Russ Vernon, you're one of the main commentators here on the TC Hub, bringing you coverage of Huddersfield Town against Luton Town in the Championship as our ball is hit forward. And Huddersfield will try and get the ball coming forward. Here's Pippa after a good pass from Russell. And now is O'Brien to Toffolo. Here's Og. He's got Russell in support and in space, and he uses him. Now finds a good pass out to this right hand side for Huddersfield Town. He's back inside from Og and across to O'Brien, and now right to the left hand side where Thomas is. Holmes. Thomas. O'Brien goes down, no foul. And that's the poor passes. Colwell comes forward. And there's a free kick to Huddersfield Town, and his Toffolo was the man who's gone down. I thought it was Colwell on first instance. Still, Huddersfield Town 1, Luton Town 0 with less than 10 minutes to go. As Danny Hilton comes on for Harry Cornick in the 81st minute for Luton Town, their third and final substitution of the evening. Here's Huddersfield Town 1, Luton Town 0 if you're just joining us here on the TCO. We'll have the player of the match announced very shortly. Who do you think should be giving players of matches is? But Thomas! Looking to seal the victory, and he just fires it wide. He couldn't get it to bend, swerve into our far corner. But what an effort there from Sober Thomas. It was really, really well. I thought he was going to bend in, and he goes out for a throw in the end, Sober Thomas. He was hoping to bend it in from a tight angle, and he goes out for a throw in to Luton. 82 minutes gone. Huddersfield 1, Luton Town 0. As Naby Sarr, where's 23 for Huddersfield Town, is about to come on. It looks like they may try and shore things up at the back with about 7 minutes to go. This time, no Luton players are getting caught out from this throw-ins. As Bell up against Pippa, and Bell wins a goal kick for Luton off of Pippa. And it's Danny Ward who makes way for Naby Sarr, a striker off for a defender. As Sober Thomas will go through the middle now. As Danny Ward has played really, really well for Huddersfield Town this evening. As Naby Sarr comes on, 83 minutes gone. Huddersfield Town 1, Luton Town 0. Hopefully you're enjoying our coverage here on the TC Hub. Some good action for you all to enjoy. Championship action this Monday evening. As it stands, Huddersfield Town running third in the division, above Nottingham Forest by 2 points ahead of the Good Friday fixtures. Naismith's there. Still the throw, and it does. Gets it back now down the line to Bree. Bree does well, finds Campbell. Edge of the penalty area. Here's Ilton. Goes towards Snodgrass. Sarr helps it out. Colwell and gets the ball clear. And Huddersfield Town, with men behind the ball now, looking to defend really, really well. And Sarr and Nichols almost getting each other's way. And he goes behind for a corner to Luton. As it came off Sarr in the end. Sarr just coming on, just got in the way of his goalkeeper. Sarr never heard the shout of his goalkeeper. Plenty of jostling for positioning there. Nichols. In there. Goes towards the back post from Snodgrass's corner. Bradley can't keep the move alive at the moment. It's Bell coming forward. And Bell goes for goal in the end, and it's wide. And Luton Town just going very, very close there to the winner. To the equaliser, should I say. In the end, it goes wide. The other card to Lee Nichols. For time wasting, I think that is. Our player of the match will be announced very, very shortly. I've got that all fixed up in my mind as Huddersfield Town are just 4 minutes plus stoppage time away from a 1-0 win and going third in the championship table. Should be a good game for Huddersfield so far. It's been a fantastic performance from the Terriers. Defended well when they've had to, until the chance when they had to. Thomas is through. Thomas is through. The offside flag is up. He didn't see it just yet, but it was a fantastic save in the end by Shea and by the recovering. It is so close. I think he may have just been offside. There's a free kick has been given towards Huddersfield for a foul by Onyedimma on Lewis O'Brien. Almost up towards the end of the game. Huddersfield Town hit the ball forward, looking for the run of Sob Thomas. Does well. O'Brien back to Thomas. And Thomas wins a corner. Does well there, just saw Thomas to win a corner. Hoping to try and get the attendance from Huddersfield Town against Luton before we do leave you this evening. Lena Harmony has been watching this game inside the John Smith Stadium. If we can, we'll bring that to as a corner is about to be taken. He's in towards a penalty from Thomas. He's in the front zone, he's into the back post. On the substitute, Naby Sarr steals a victory for Huddersfield Town. Fantastic header on the back post from the corner. And Huddersfield Town are now heading third in the table. Huddersfield Town 2, Luton Town 0. Paul from Luton. No picked out Sarr in the back post. And there's a fantastic header in the back post. Thomas with the corner. Header in the back post from Sarr. And he does really, really well. Russell should have been held by Potts. Could have been a penalty. But no penalty was needed. As Naby Sarr around the back. Heads off Huddersfield Town. 89 minutes gone. It's Huddersfield Town 2. Luton Town 0. His second goal of the season. Like John Russell's second goal of the season earlier. Puts Huddersfield into a 2-0 and commanding lead. And in a second, as soon as we see the minutes of stoppages at the end of the second half, which will be coming in around about 30 seconds time, that's when I'll reveal our player of the match. This was played by Thomas. Holmes wants it back. Thomas scores for goal as Holmes fed him in. He wanted it back, Holmes there. But Thomas scores for goal, and that's a wasteful opportunity for Huddersfield Town. Wonderful ball from Dwayne Holmes into Sober Thomas. It was through on goal. He had Holmes in space, and Thomas went all alone. He really should have gone for... really should have gone for... We have got a minimum of 7 minutes at a time in this game. Can Luton find 3 goals in 7 minutes to get back into the game? As Ali Toffolo has just been buffed for a foul. As we'll announce our player of the match after this free kick for Luton. He's in towards the penalty area. Towards Hilton. And he flex out for a throw for Luton. Bradley across there to take. But Bradley will leave it. Huddersfield fans just jumping up and down and clapping as he singing stand up if you love the town. As is Bell back to Snodgrass. Sarr heads away. Nichols almost came for it, and then Sarr heads it away again. Good defending from Naby Sarr. Huddersfield Town really should be 3-0 up. If Sober Thomas found Holmes, after Holmes played him through, if he squared it back to him, that would have been game set to match. I still think it's game set to match unless Huddersfield concede one now as Bell. In towards a penalty area. Bell's going. Bell may go for goal. Bell does go for goal and is finding just wide. Did all the hard work there, did Bell. Cut inside well off Pippa. Made his own space, cut back onto it, and then finally just wide in the end. Now time to reveal our player of the match today. And he's played absolutely fantastic. Score of the first goal. It was a pure genius of a strike. It's none other than John Russell from Huddersfield Town, your player of the match today. Fantastic performance from him throughout the evening. And he gets our player of the match. As now Sober Thomas makes way for Huddersfield Town. In the 93rd minute, and on comes is Jordan Rhodes. Jordan Rhodes. And will all roads lead to third spot for Huddersfield Town tonight? It looks like it's so far thanks to goals from John Russell, our player of the match, and Naby Sarr. But can Rhodes seal the 3 points with a third tonight? Straight out from Nichols. As Sober Thomas gets some high fives from his teammates as he gets on towards the bench or the back row of the bench. Just sits on the back row of the bench now, just talking to him amongst some of the players who didn't get on tonight, the likes of Cromer, Turton, Itang, Blackman as well, Jamal Blackman, the former Leeds United goalkeeper, Chelsea goalkeeper as well, Fulham United loanee as well. We're still waiting for the attendance to be confirmed tonight at the John Smith's Stadium. We'll try and bring you the attendance very, very shortly, but that's a fantastic day from Nichols. And Nichols will try and get Holmes away, and Holmes is with Bell on a bit of pressure. Had to shell kick forward. Four of the 7 added minutes gone, so just 3 of the 7 remaining. As here is John Rhodes. All roads lead to 3 points now for Huddersfield Town. Surely they can't mess it up. Supposed to go to O'Brien, but he's brought down well. Leon Dimner offside against O'Brien there as Huddersfield Town are just almost ready to see the clock run down and seal an impressive win this evening. Rhodes from Pippa back now to Holmes. Here's Russell, the scorer of the first and our player of the match. Russell almost runs out to room and almost out to steal as well. As Huddersfield Town are in complete control. We've got 2 minutes left. Free kick for Huddersfield, foul on Tom Lees. And Huddersfield Town are just managing this game out well, seeing the game out well. Carlos Corberan doing fantastically well. As here is Carlos Corberan taking a drink of water. Some good players out there today. John Russell, our player of the match. O'Brien was another candidate who could have potentially gone for Huddersfield Town today. Holmes was just offside. His effort went to counter if that had gone in. It was saved by Shea in the end. Shea will hit it forward as Luton will try and get a consolation goal. Luton went down under the challenge. It goes for handball. And here's Rhodes. All roads will lead to 3 points tonight for Huddersfield Town as they're running the clock down. The final 40 seconds or so. Final 30 seconds now as Huddersfield Town are just minutes away, or should I say seconds away, 20 seconds to be precise, from sealing all 3 points. As our ball is in foot, wonderful control by Rhodes. Goals in the second half from John Russell and Nabissar has given Huddersfield Town a fantastic 2-0 victory as the final whistle goes. Huddersfield Town, you can never write Huddersfield Town off. You'd have thought Huddersfield Town were down and out at half time when they were 0-0. No chances on target from either side at half time. But second half goals, including one of pure genius from John Russell, plus Huddersfield 1-0 up. And then one towards the end from Nabissar sealed the victory. It's finished at the John Smith Stadium. Huddersfield Town 2, Luton Town 0. And just before we do go, let's just run through the table. Fulham are top on 83 points, 10 points clear of Bournemouth in second on 73 points. Huddersfield now on 69 points into third, 2 points above Nottingham Forest on 67. Luton remain in fifth on 65 points, 4 points behind Huddersfield Town. and also 4 points. Huddersfield are 4 points above Sheffield United remain in sixth. And Luton and Sheffield United could fall out of the playoff places if they lose for the weekend and Blackburn Rovers get the win as well. So, from all of the team here at the Commentary Hub, thank you very much for listening. It has finished on your Monday evening. Huddersfield Town 2, Luton Town 0. Thank you very much for joining us. All of the team here, good night.